let's discuss how to assess reading proficiency. This is one of the aspects of language teaching which some of our English teachers tend to overlook, that or maybe they don't have training how to assess reading proficiency. So in this module we'll look at some of the basic skills and techniques which we can have to measure reading proficiency in order to better understand the level of the student, their level of reading, whether they can read initial level text, elementary level text, or advanced level, or even more advanced level text, right? So these tests actually aim to measure or examine second language students' abilities of reading. So we've got example of TOEFL or IELTS. These tests actually help determine the skills or the ability or the competency of the learners. For example, at what level the learners are, whether they can understand, whether they can read texts or not, whether they can respond to complicated texts or not. So to what extent, whether they have adequate skills or less adequate, or considerably less adequate, or whether they are at advanced level. So these are the questions which we can find answers through assessment of reading proficiency. Like we can follow IELTS or TOEFL patterns, and we can design such tests. If you might have seen IELTS test or TOEFL tests, they contain passages, comprehension passages. They contain fill in the blanks. There can be passages of closed tests, like where every fifth or sixth word is missing, and which the readers haven't seen, so they will have to transfer those words from their knowledge or memory. So there can be a variety of techniques by which we can design reading tests to determine the proficiency or competency level of the learners. So I have shown you an example of a closed test here, where every fifth word, fourth or sixth word is taken out, and these words, students, whether they use these words from their memory or knowledge of the language to fill in, and this is how we can better understand to what extent the learners have the knowledge and the competency of English language, whether they are reasonable or less reasonable, or adequate or less adequate, right? So in the example in the previous slide, you may have noticed that every fifth word was taken out, and that word the learners had not seen. So they can make the use of their guessing technique, or they can bring about their memory or knowledge to fill in such closed tests. So these tests actually help determine the degree of learners' thoughts processes which are involved in reading comprehension or closed test passages. Well, one thing which I would like to mention, that such tests, proficiency tests, whether they are comprehension, whether they are fill in the blanks, whether they are closed passages, they need to be very well planned. You need to keep in view, as we have already discussed, the elements of validity, practicality, and reliability. So these tests should be designed in such a way that they address such issues. So when we assess reading proficiency, let's suppose you give close passage to the student and they fill in, and what if the spellings are not right? What if the words are very close to the original word? So we can accept answers which are adequate, which are sensible. So we might ignore misspellings, but words need to be grammatically correct. There shouldn't be any leniency about that. So we can classify our marking scheme. For example, we can classify like 6 marks for correct grammar, 5 for suitable, and 4 for reasonable. So this is how we can plan our evaluation in terms of its degree. So this is how I have discussed that there are a range of tests which we can make the use of while addressing or assessing learners' reading proficiency or competency.